Hello, Virgo. Welcome back. And if you're new here, you know that I love you already. This is going to be a general reading for the month of June 2021. And if it resonates, won't you drop a like and subscribe and come back and see all the rest of the videos that I'll keep posting. I'm going to do it in three parts as usual. First of all, kind of your state of mind, where you've come from in May. Then we'll have a look at your path through June, and then right at the end we'll draw three cards and we'll do a little bit of a clarification of your outcome. Spirit, what do we have for our Virgos for the month of June 2021? Virgo, the month of June 2021. Let's get into it. Virgo. So, the card that represents you this month and your state of mind is the Chariot. And somebody else had the Chariot. I'm not quite sure who it was. But the Chariot is you feeling in control this month, Virgo. And plotting a way forward, you know. Like for the first time in a while, you feel like you're going somewhere. All right. Like things are happening quicker. You trundling along, towards your goal. If you look at the Chariot, there's this, this guy, and he's got complete control over the things that head him into the direction that he wants to go. He's got power over the beasts, if you like. And that's where I see you, the kind of state of mind I see you moving into June with. And as your challenge card, you've got the Five of Cups, and it's a crossing card because it's the Celtic cross that I'm doing. So it's neither upright or whatever, or in reverse. But really the Five of Cups is there just to... So during the month, you might have feelings of regret about something, and I'm not sure what that is about yet, because the rest of your cards look good. It's the, geez, if only I'd done that, I might be here, or if only I'd done that, I might be here. But it's just it's like a doubt card that comes up, and I've said to everybody this month, when your challenge comes up, let it come up. Because when you let a doubt come up and you look at it and you talk to it, the problem is halved immediately. Don't let it sit and fester. Rather let it come up, have a chat to it, and put it away again. In your heart space. So this is your general kind of relationship. I see you looking to the future, like making plans for the future, and your future's on your mind. And it's in a good space. It's a good space to be in. Because it's one of, when it's wands, like this is, it's practical. And so in your heart space, I see you making practical plans for the future. Little things about your relationship. If you're in a relationship with somebody, if you're single, I see you kind of starting to look towards the future and thinking about a relationship. So it's not hell of important to you right now, but certainly those thoughts are coming up. And it's the same as if you're in a relationship. The things that are going through your heart space during this month are not massive decisions that you have to make, but certainly little steps that you're thinking about going into the future. And I see you coming from May in a state of love, this is what you're carrying through from May. This is what's keeping you grounded. And that's a great place to come from. And do everything that you can to keep that momentum going. Because the cards are saying that it's coming from May. But if you can hold on to that state of love, that's a beautiful place to be in. And I mean, we looked, you've got the Chariot, you're in control. And then in your headspace, what's crowning you, and I think this is why you're feeling in control, is that you're feeling like things are working out, things are working out for you this month. It'll be like uncanny that everything you try works out. And little things. It doesn't have to be big things, because I don't see this month as being a month of big things. But there's something significant in you that's changed, because in your immediate future, I've got the Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords for me here is like some big burden has lifted from you. And it's not something that you're actively working on for June. It's something that you've been working on in the past that may have been bothering you underneath emotionally, that's maybe just been hurting you a little bit. And this month something's going to happen, and that's just going to spur it away, without intervention, perhaps even on your part. It's just going to spur itself away. Okay, like just a big burden on your heart or your soul, or something that's been, just something that's been bothering you underneath for a long time is going to be lifted from you. And with you coming in with love here, I think it's got something to do, some underlying issue in your relationship is going to lift away. Like your partner might just say something small, and then you realize, oh my God, I've been worrying about this thing for so long, and my partner just said this, and just like has taken this worry away, because I've been worried that he's worried about that thing, or she's worried about that thing. Then it might just come up in a conversation like, oh my God, that I just thought this problem was so big, but it's really not a problem. It's really not nearly as big as I've been making it, because it's something that you've let like bubble inside of you without confronting it. But I see that going away on its own, and you're going to be, so relieved. So let's look at your path leading up to the end of June. Spirit, 4 cards. I really have a tickle in my throat today. Yeah. So the little voice in your head for you this month is the Emperor. Okay. And whenever I see the Emperor, I think of this figure in authority that's judging, a judging person, like, and somebody not with perfect morals. They're more about power than the good of everybody, if you like, because he's an emperor, he's a dictator. He's not a bad person usually, but things must go his way. But when it's in this position, it's your own self-doubts. So it's you, when you want to make a decision, unnecessarily thinking about what this judgy person is going to think. I mean, it could be anybody. It could be your father, it could be your boss, it could be your partner. Somebody who you think is going to judge you for making X decision or Y decision. But it's just a voice in your head. It's just a doubt in your head. It's another doubt. It's part of your challenge of regrets, and maybe it's linked to that, but I can't see it. But it's somebody in authority whose praise is important to you. But I promise you, when he's here, it's only a figment of your imagination. Because I see this month the environment that you're operating in. So that's both work and home and your general environment, stuff that you don't have control over. Things are going to happen super quick this month. So maybe stuff that you've been working on is all of a sudden going to go progress quickly, because pieces will fall into place. Pieces that you may have been waiting on are going to fall into place. Decisions that you've been waiting on are going to fall into place. maybe you've ordered something online and you need that thing to finish whatever you need to do, and those things will arrive. And then your advice for the month is the Five of Coins. And the Five of Coins is saying don't isolate yourself from others, and don't feel that what you are doing is not affecting other people. So don't imagine that you're on this journey on your own, because you have support. And the things that you do affect other people, even though sometimes you might feel that what you do is insignificant. Believe me, the universe is saying that you don't operate in isolation. Okay. And then your kind of provisional outcome is the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands is, it's all been leading up to here. So you're coming into the month in a state of love. You're in control. There's this burden lifting from you. And by the end of June, you're going to have built such a strong base going forwards. Like for a while, I feel you've been thinking that things have been stagnant in some aspect of your life. And then all of a sudden, all these little pieces are going to come together. A big stress is going to leave you. And by the end of the month, you're going to feel in a state of, okay, we've built a good base to go forward. And you've done everything necessary for the future. I'd like to hear what your story is, actually. So I'm going to draw 3 more cards just to clarify. Some 3 cards of advice from the universe. Does it make sense so far, Virgo? If it does, hit that like button, please. Okay, 3 more cards, universe. Okay, so the advice from the universe, it comes in 3 parts. And the first one that I want to deal with is the Ten of Wands. So now we've got the Ten of Swords in immediate future. And the Ten of Swords in immediate future is like a burden lifting that's been hurting you. Okay. And the Ten of Wands in this position, when it comes from the universe, is not only that burden in your heart that's going to lift, but it's also going to release, I want to say, a physical burden, which means this is a burden at work, or if you've been feeling overwhelmed at home, or like you don't have enough time to do stuff. It just feels like that burden is lifting as well. So we've got two burdens, and one might be because of the other. Because often if there's a burden in your heart, it can magnify other burdens in your life. So when the burden in your heart is lifted, suddenly everything can feel manageable. And that feeling of being overwhelmed will lift from you as well. So it could very well be the result of whatever that other burden was. And as I say, that burden of the heart, I think, is going to lift on its own, and it's going to come unexpectedly. So yeah, we have the lifting of physical burden as well. And then we have you in a space of the King of Cups. So if you move from the Two of Cups, that's feeling intertwined with somebody else, and you're moving to the King of Cups, that feeling of love will spill over into the rest of your life. And you're going to suddenly feel love coming in from people around you, maybe people at work, maybe just from other family members. And it's a protection, like your heart is being protected. So if this burden is something unsaid in your relationship, and then during the month it is said, and you realize how small it was actually, Your heart is protected by the King of Cups. And then the other part of the universe always has a proviso, or I'm going to say warning, like a piece of serious advice. And the piece of serious advice I see here is, make sure you sleep, get enough sleep this month, and meditate if something's stressing you, because we've got the 10 and 9 here of swords, and the 10 of swords is a heavy burden of the heart, and the 9 of swords is stressing about that burden. So the universe is saying that even if you're feeling stressed, those burdens are going to lift during this month, because your heart is protected by the King of Cups. Virgo, this is quite a serious reading, I see. But understand that you're in the Chariot mode, so you're in control. You're covered by the 6 of Wands, which is like victory. Your initial outcomes, the 4 of Wands, which is a good base for the future. You've got the 8 of Wands, which is things happening quickly. And then we've got the 10 of Wands kind of lifting off. So I see it having a lot to do. There's a combination of things here. Something in your heart space is bothering you. And when that's lifted, all the other pieces are going to come together for you. Virgo, I hope that makes sense. And if it does, if it does resonate, give this video a like. And I hope to see you again soon.